Whoops, missed the time of that. Okay. Someone's feeling inspired. Well, I was going to play CNC 1 and then came across some ruffians in Discord. So yeah, got a scav for Zedd though. Yeah, same. I don't think Zeddo's expecting to win this, but at the same time, I think Zedd, after winning yesterday versus Gino, you know, he's got a chance of, you know, getting some good games in here, getting some good games. So let's take Gino on red, Zedd on blue. Ooh. At least. That's better ping for everybody. Not ideal, but it's better for everyone. Okay. Vito's BO9. Sound good. Lloyd with the raid. Thank you, my man. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your stream, Lloyd. I wasn't even gonna do this, but you know, as we were all discussing yesterday, it'd be nice to get some more in. And this is a nice, interesting matchup, I think. I don't know how I feel about as long as all the maps in the bot, what? Which have 3 vetoes in QM, have 3 vetoes here. Getting beat by Chinese Europe. Oh dear. That agree? I don't really mind what the rules are so long as I agree. Slash prediction. Start prediction. Who will win? Gino. Submission period 10 minutes. 10 minutes for the vote. There you go. They play why so often by mass gats and lashes. There's an interesting play style. I haven't really seen any of the Chinese YVYs apart from the ones that were being done last year. It's and Gaoki. Cool, let's go. Sweet. Got game launch. I think we're all ready. So game number 1. Should have given Desos to balance. Yes. Yes, indeed. Why can I hear myself back? Is it just my speakers? Maybe? Not sure. Alright, so in the top right, we've got Zedd playing as France. In the bottom left, we have Gino playing as France. Zedd previously baited me into thinking that he was into thinking. That's a surprise. Well, it's a good start. Thinking's always good. We encourage thinking here. But not too much. Certainly not somebody like Gino. Otherwise, smoke will start coming out of his ears. Did I choose the wrong heck version? But here's why you look at the map, boys and girls. There are predictions on the Twitch side of things. I'm streaming on YouTube again. This is mainly because Twitch doesn't store videos forever. YouTube does. And MJ is not always around to edit VODs. And I'm really bad at it. So for a lot of stuff, I'll now be doing multi-streaming. So you'll always be able to go back on YouTube and find these. But it'll be under the live stream section instead of the videos section. YouTube UI still isn't quite as fluid as I think it could be. Gino, bit behind. Wait. Yeah, Gino. Wait, what? Okay, fourth miner right now. Zedd's gonna have his 5th out soon. Yeah, there's 5th. Gino's 5th is there. So yeah, we're talking 5 seconds. For those of you who don't know, Gino, Australian player, pretty damn good. Time zones make it so that he's maybe not the most known player to those of you outside of the QM circle. Those of you in the QM circle and in Discord, yeah, everybody knows him. But I think in terms of the odds, Gino's the favored one here. Gino is quote unquote better than Zedd. So Zedd's gonna have to pull out the stops today. If Gino's a bit relaxed and Zedd's playing hardcore, Zedd's got a good chance, I think, of taking the series. But if they play sort of even you know, if they play their own version of equal, then Gino takes it. Early game harassed by Gino. Gino's also old school player, so we might see we're probably going to see a bit more of an aggressive allied playstyle, rather than Zedd, who's more of a Yuri's Revenge upbringing. Tell Balth I'm willing to bet on me in the rematch. Balth's here, Sander. Okay, and there's a lower ref. Graphical glitch. Rocketeers to distract. And Gino really good positioning. It's horrible to try and fight around these cliffs. War factor does go down. Second war is for Zedd is still there, so production queue keeps on going. But behind this, Gino moving, expanding his base, getting more eco. We're seeing 2, 4, 6, 8 miners out from him. 3, 6, 8, 10 from Zedd. Did I miscount, or is Gino really far behind? I know he is behind in harvesters quite significantly. Green right Sash there. Sash is going on holiday pretty soon, I think. For a week. Okay, second barracks at full Zedd. Going to go heavy into these Rocketeers. Probably not a bad idea. Hasn't got the numbers yet really to contest Gino. We do have the IFVs on the flank there, but they're not going to be able to do too much. Pillbox should keep them away from now. Hey, NG, how's it going, man? Hey, Path. Ico. Cannons. They're, of course, playing France. This is the first cannon we've seen out so far. Zedd is probably the more likely player to use it as a sort of base walk technique and to use cannons and to try and keep the game a bit more slow. Gino's probably going to go for a more typical allied play and just use cannons as and when needed. Zedd's probably going to start spamming them out in a very Chinese style meta, or Chinese meta style, which has become quite popular over the last 6 months. You see the service depot there. That's so they can get more MCVs out and increase the production speed of the cannons. It also means he'll be building MCVs to move around the map, and it means if his MCV gets sniped, he can build another one, because at the end of the day, Zedd values those cannons. He's going to try and get one over here, I think, but primarily wanted to cut Gino off from the top. And there you go. There's your second MCV. If he'll either stop there, or we'll see at least another 2 out. It's either 2 or a lot. Zedd also has the harvesters. Gino, though, did expand early. All purifier out from Gino. Zedd still no lab. Zedd with better spot. Yeah. I'm beating. Did he beat Root? I think that was a spy top, right? Yep, that was. Well, if someone saw it, then you can skip back in the VOD. Presumably this War Factory here. We have the Chrono Legionnaires out. Rocketeers will be quite important, I expect. Taking down these cannons. Uh-oh. Not the end of the world. Can they get in time? They can! And he gets them out. Where'd they go? Oh. They were there. He's going for the lab. And Gino is going to start just trying to whittle Zedd down. And so Zedd will start building things. Yep, they die. Ooh. Where are the Rocketeers? Zedd's going to have to focus on rebuilding things instead of expanding, which is exactly what Gino wants. Rocketeers in the middle, absolutely decimating Gino's tanks. But what Gino does have to his advantage is IFVs, which he needs more, way more. But his ground army being all vet does look like he's going to be able to take things there. Where are the IFVs? He moves MCV. That is his only MCV. What? There's the IFVs, finally. Now, the issue is Zedd does have an MCV. But there's elite Grizzlies coming out. And soon, elite IFVs. Those things will turn elite very easily, very quickly. And then that entire horde of Rocketeers will just start melting. Yep, there you go. 2 hits on those will decimate them. He needs to move them now, though. I know the Rocketeer is moving in, trying to take out all of the power so that army can come in and just smash what's left of Zedd. Zedd has nothing on the ground. 2 elite IFVs and Zedd calls GG. I like Gino's playstyle. Yeah, so do I. Well, I think the word is satisfying. It's all solid. Very good indeed. Shit. And we get it. So your can opens like this. Bloody disaster. What are they doing over at quality control? Never try and use your fingers to push that damn thing down. Because at the end of the day, it is a serrated edge. Much better. I hit the shit, poured ice in a cup. No. You just get a conveniently placed bottle opener and a corkscrew that you have on your desk for opening all of your wine to poke it out. Opens fine. How you doing, Austin? How you been? Needed IVs in place back home. Maybe an old hold with them cannons. Yeah, I think he split his army up too much. I'm focused a little bit too much on static defense. When he lost his ground army, the Rocketeers probably should have come back to deal with the Gino's Rockies taking out his power plants. We managed started playing a month ago, playing Blitz, but still learning watching this. Cool, man. Blitz is a good I think intro for a lot of people. It's got the attraction of quite short games. Very sort of simple layout. It's quite quick, which is good, because most, not just in terms of games being short, but things happen quickly. Probably more quickly than a regular game of RA2 do. You don't have to deal with harvesters moving from one spot to another. You can just build oils. So in a sense, it's like riding a bike with training wheels. Jungle. I didn't see it. That's wrong. It's actually 0124, but I always get it wrong, and Gino's going to correct me, and I want him to feel good. He needs something, boys. He needs something. One day I'll be good enough to play with miners. No! Austin, you can't say that. You made me say it as well. Call them harvesters. That's why we call them harvesters. Don't go playing with miners. Alright. Alrighty, so we have back and flip switches again. France mainly a heck map. Sorry, France is mainly a faction for heck. Gino going Soviet, top right. Zedd, bottom left, playing as America. Chat. And when I say chat, I mean people like Path and Lloyd and Sander. What would you say Gino's main faction is? Soviet or Allied? Because I feel like he's a bit like Ed, where I always think of Ed. I used to think of Ed as an Allied player. Not that that happens. There is either mega lag or huge delay now. 3. Maybe it just improved. Okay. Because Gino, I feel like is I always think of him as an Allied player, but he's probably better as Sov, right? He's probably I just think he enjoys playing Allied. Probably why I think of it. Probably why I think of him as an Allied player. Katan, do you call him an Allied player? Because I remember during the 2v2 series, he's Allied. I remember during the 2v2 sets tournament, he was playing with Dan, and Dan was going. Was Dan going Soviet and Gino going Allied, or the other way around? And whoever was commentating with me a lot of those games was saying that they got it the wrong way around. He can play both, but Allied is better. Okay. Switching up the faction parts, yeah. They kind of mismatched a lot of the time. The delay is wild. Free then?
Defeated.
Okay, let's try a different tunnel. $263 milliseconds. There's something better. Try that. It doesn't show Oh, instantly seems better. Okay, latency mode set for 7. Mate, I didn't remember seeing latency mode set last game. So yeah, Zedd playing as America. And Gino playing as Iraq. That can go both ways. I'm expecting Gino to try and put in early game aggression here. Zedd probably should go multi-war, but he probably won't. He's probably going to try and tech. I think because that's what he's more comfortable with. But I think multi-war is probably the better bet. Is power plant buff on in RA2 QM? I can't remember it. I haven't looked at QM rules for quite a while. So for anybody who doesn't know, allied power plant now builds at power plant buff is the allied power plant builds at the same speed as the Soviet one, even though it produces more power and costs the same. Costs more. It's offset the delay. Because Soviets can rush down allied so easily. All right, we have tanks coming out pretty early on. Gino, ooh, okay. This is different. Misses the flak track. Doesn't even get a single shot on it. Gino going 6 miners, 7 miners. Gino doing a standard build at this point. Zedd just went to Grizzlies and then went Harvesters behind it, and also moving MCV up top left. Ooh. I kind of like the idea, but I think it was too slow, too slowly. I don't think he's getting much out of this, and I think that was kind of his window. Now he's a war factory behind. His tanks are worse off. His eco is worse. Power drop at the top. This is RA2 though, so this GIs fire pea shooters. Unlike Euro's event where they have grenade launchers. No fodder for Zedd. No Rocketeers either, so not sure what's coming out of the racks. Oh, and the cannon! Harriet goes down. I was about to say Harriet, and then I was about to say Harry, but that was a Freudian slip. That's at the top. Deal with the power drop. Leave it there for future powers. Second war for Gino. For Zedd, sorry. Gino already on third war. Ref gonna come up behind here to grab those gems. Gino is in a pretty good position to walk forwards. Or do the... What's in there? Oh! Oh, I didn't realize Path was playing here. Good lord, the memes, boys! The memes! The bloody crazy Ivan. Oh yeah, that was very slow, that ref. He might have been microing, might have been ready for quite a while. Something in that. Is that Desert Bomb against Grizzlies? It will work, but it's not what we normally see. Kills off his own dogs. Oh, how much damage are we looking at? That's a tank shot. But not for most of them, it seems. Ultimately, if the Desert does less damage than a tank hit, then the damage is irrelevant. If you look at it on, I would argue, right? It takes 4 shots to kill for a Rhino to kill a Rhino. I don't know about a Grizzly. There's engage. Zedd. No, and the desert bomb is huge! Even people outside my window cheering. And there we go. That's gonna be the end.
Player defeated.
I always forget that I leave my window open and occasionally start shouting, and then people outside hit sort of looking up. Somebody's joining in with my cheering. Right. So 2-0. Gino looking pretty solid. What are we going to get next? Desert Island. Why are you picking so maps? Yeah, he's playing America. Okay, well, game number 3. Top left, Gino. Sorry, no, bottom right, Gino. Top left, Zedd. The old 1 miner from War Factory mid-rush build from So vs Allied. Could do. You've also got the old 2 rhinos and then back to miner build from versus Allied, which is quite effective. Can be quite effective. The idea being that your opponent cancels a miner and then builds 2 tanks, which added together is more detrimental on their build than you just building 2 tanks because of that cancelled miner building time. Drone out. What's that for? Early game Grizzly, bit of scouting. Eric. Hurry up. Deal with that drone. Do we have a flak track? Nope. Harry went back. That's flak. Put the drone in the flak. Yep. And then drive it down. It's not gonna get there in time though. Miss. Harriers need to be buffed. Eagles need to be buffed. Dantioch, how are you doing, my man? Thank you for the follow, much appreciated. You join us in the middle of a weighted series. Gino with the expected victory here and being up 2-0. Gonna try and get the rear. Grizzly does get it. Now it's gonna make quite a big difference at this early stage. You know, it's 18% of Zedd's tanks. 1 in 6. Fodder. Was that built? No, that's got to be from. Are they built? Or were they from sold refs? Might be from sold refineries. But combine them with the dogs, Grizzly. But you don't want to engage now, Gino. Zedd's tank control leaving something to be desired. Zedd's tank control just, ooh, it was kind of there, but a bit slow and a bit sloppy. Great if you're getting a blowjob, not so good if you're playing an RTS. And Zedd has to fall back. We do have the power drop at the top. Pillbox comes out. RA2 is still competitive. Yeah, man. Still got a competitive scene. It's still got a an online ladder where people can play. Sign up, make an account. You can play RA2 ladder, Yuri's Revenge ladder, and then a third game mode called Blitz, which is a sort of custom game. Okay, so Gino getting pushed back here. He probably wins the fight, but it's probably doesn't want to take it. Don't really get many views. No, they don't, man. They don't. There's a few streamers who do. Few streamers who do. But they kind of build up niche followers. More following for the streamer, I suppose, than the game. So Gino's tanks now definitely got the army he wants. 3 War Factory from him, which is quite few generally getting up to this point. And there's the push. Dogfighter in the right position for Zedd. Gino struggling to control very much. Zedd going off on the right hand army, taking that down mostly. And then Gino just getting chewed up. His army was divided and he just calls GG. Zedd wins his first game. Let me try yet another tunnel. Yep. Gino, of course, being in Australia. Zedd being in Algeria. Me being in the UK. Bit difficult to try and get this really lag free. There's nothing. Well. 5-3 is over. He has 262. Players career moment. Cool. Okay, so both players going online again.
Tech building captured.
I'm gonna end my watching of Twitch today. Matt, after all, maybe he misquoted you. Sash, most improved player. I'll bet on Sash if you want action. What? I never said that. Shit. All right, we've got Gino in the top right playing in America, Zedd in the bottom left playing in America. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by chat. Shit. Gino's going to win this. Gino's going to win this. He got the dangerous ore first. He got the dangerous ore first, which as allied is, as we all know, the most important thing. This is your safe ore. This is your dangerous ore. The ores come pre-capped. You always get your dangerous ore first because ultimately, especially if you're allied, because ultimately, if the enemy does a rush against your position here, you can chrono your miner back. You've got the gems. You paid for your refinery or by the time they get there, and nothing. You know, you don't lose anything apart from that building. If you get this first and then build down here, or maybe you don't even get a chance to because the enemy destroys your ore, you're missing out on so much eco. Gino going in. He should be able to get that with the Rocketeers as well. Yeah, there we go. Boom! Takes out a refinery as well. So if Zedd had got that, put his first ref down there, he would have got all the gems and that much gold equivalent. Wow. As you can see, Gino taking out top there and then going over there. Anyway, that's why we call it a dangerous or dangerous gold. I'm trying to be more friendly to beginners now that I'm doing YouTube as well. People, not everybody who watches on Twitch or watches the YouTube videos will have seen the stuff on Twitch. Trying to be more beginner friendly. Power drop in the top. RA2 power drops. Pretty useless apart from his fodder. Look, if this was Euro's revenge, that would be dead, that would be dead, that would be dead, that would be dead, and one GI would have half of its health from lost. The others would be full health. Sirius, thank you for the follow, my man. Gino made 2 mana from War Factory after 4 grades. Nice, yeah. Like I was saying last game about the sort of 2 Rhino back into miner build. Same kind of idea. We are looking at 2, 4, 5, and a 6th. Harvester 2, 4, 6 for Zedd. And this aura is basically forfeit for the rest of the game. You know, until he base walks down to here. And that's a lot of gems he's leaving on the table. Power drop at the top. Second war out for just Gino at this point. Not for Zedd. Zedd struggling with the economy side of things. He could support another war factory, I think. Get one there and then a refinery there. And a power plant, maybe. Does have a vetted IFV. Gino needs to be careful. That turns elite. And then you have, well, you have a lethal weapon running around the map at high speeds, faster than anything you've got that can catch it, destroying your buildings in 2 seconds. Gino with more Rocketeers or equal... roughly equal tanks, but Gino not paying attention. Zedd was able to take out 4 or 5 Grizzlies there without him paying any attention, but does get caught on the retreat. I'm not sure he should have fallen back there. Yeah. Yeah, I think they both lose about the same. Gino putting his Rocketeers back to deal with the power drop at the back there that took down maybe a ref. That's veteran. That's elite, sorry. We do have Mirage now coming up from Gino. Excuse me. Hey, Eduardo, how you doing, man? And the lab only just coming up from Zedd. Do we have the ore purifier yet from Gino? No, we've built the power plant. The ore purifier will come up next. Power drop going to come down, try and take out the lab. Miners go down for Zedd. And Gino forming up. IFV's probably enough. Yeah, with his own Rocketeers, Gino's got this. Zedd's army beats Gino's, but Gino gets the elite IFV. Lab does go down at the top. Spy and IFV. Paradox going to take out that war factory. There was Spy in the IFV. I missed it. And Zedd being torn apart here. Rocketeers not being used to deal with the power drop. Question mark. Root versus Dan. Was there an IFV spine? Power drop gets dealt with. It's really not a good idea to throw away paradox like that. I mean, it doesn't cost you anything, but you might as well throw them down here to act as fodder. Still there. No. The only time you really want to put it in your opponent's base is when you think they're going to be distracted or to distract them. I'll see if that's his route. I think we'll find a summer isn't around. I'd like a root versus Sash at some point. And here's the fight. Zedd with a better ground army actually, and with his Rocketeers here. Gino sleeping with his Rocketeers. Oh, the click. The elite IFV doing work. Lots of Rocketeers. Oh, but the IFV! Oh, the IFVs! Oh, no. I don't know if Gino holds it. Gino, 14k! What's he been building? Nothing. He's built nothing. Did he not? He was building Mirages, I bet, when his lab went down. And then he just stopped building because his production queue disappeared for Mirages. And it didn't click Grizzlies. That's got to be it. Any Rocketeer for Gino? Those things are nasty. Gino still wins. Gino's good job. Gino at 14k, burning through cash like nobody's business. Seen on 4 wars. No lab, no purifier. Zedd has no OP either. Right. That is gonna be not good. No. You know why? You know why it's not good, Ed? He didn't get his dangerous aura at the start. Okay. Elite Rocky goes down. There's the move. Real or fake? What do we think? I'm probably real. Yeah. Fire drop incoming. Gino. Barco once coached me during a QM session, right? I screen shared with him. I streamed the whole thing. It was just a bit of a laugh. And the one bit of advice that I always remember is always have a sentry gun or pillbox ready. Unless you're building something. Always have one ready. You can cancel it if you need the money. That's things like that is why. And Zedd was GG. I'm not sure it was quite over yet, but Zedd was clearly struggling with economy. Throw you on. First to 5, best of 9. So I got tricked by his NGI walking. Yeah, I wasn't sure. That power drop killed 2 miners. I think the one felt like Aries. Yeah. Yeah, how's it going, man? Catch up with chat. Hey, Endless, how you doing, man? M-Day's up for doing an FFG stream with your new map. I saw it. Thank you for posting it. Reminding me about the FFG stream. So we're gonna I know I said I'd try and organize it, but now I've mentioned it to MJ, and he's agreed to try and organize it. Something will get organized. He's like my PA. I try and remind him of that at every possible moment, and then he explains to me in great detail why he's not my PA. But honestly, every time he explains why he's not my PA, he just gives reasons as to why he's a great PA. It's like, I do all of the work here. I know what I'm talking about. You just say what you want and then expect me to do things. And I'm like, yeah, that's what a PA does. Hey, Zane, how you doing, my man? And Beasley mentions he's 2.1 meters tall. Yeah, 6'2", 6'3". He's gonna come over in summer. I'm over from Singapore. Gonna not well after losing yesterday. I was surprised, man. I was very surprised. Yeah, man, we're going to Rotterdam for TwitchCon. So I think there's 8 of us now. So me, MJ, Guard, Kane, Doofus, Icon, my brother, and shit, who was the 8th? Oh, Scissor Mike, yeah. He's one of the other old school FC guys. Fight and conquer. Yeah, so we're gonna tear up Rotterdam. We're thinking about going a day early. So we might be playing the Homeworld demo. Oh, is it today it came out? I looked at the is that the game I'm thinking of? Giant space battles that look freaking awesome. Yeah, it is. Okay. I had completely forgotten about that. Who won yesterday? It was Zedd. Dry heat. Yesterday it was out. Captain, thank you very much. I've made a note of it. And then there's oh, what's that game? Stormgate. Stormgate apparently is out on Steam Next Fest. I thought it was closed alpha or closed beta. Two meters in metric, like 6 foot benchmark. It's 6'2", 6'3". 2 meters is yeah, 2 meters. 2 meters. He's not 6'1". He's not 6'1", because 3 feet is 91.4 centimeters. Or a yard is 91.4 centimeters. 91.3. So 184 centimeters, I think, is 6 foot. If you like RTS, try Broken Arrow. Tabbing out. Broken Arrow RTS. I've seen some stuff about Broken Arrow on YouTube, and titles about Broken Arrow and just completely misunderstood what it was. I didn't realize it was talking about the game. I thought it was I've seen a lot of titles on YouTube videos of Broken Arrow recently, and I thought it was just somebody naming it Broken Arrow. I didn't realize it was like a mission level for whatever game they were playing. I didn't realize it was actually a game. Thank you. I'll have a look at that as well. This is the RA2 version of the map, which you can't easily put down a ref down here. Often you will see players destroy the gems. Breaks my heart every time that happens, but you know, c'est la vie. Zedd just about able to get the ref down there nice and easily. Gino down at the bottom. You don't need to destroy any gems. This map is completely unbalanced in that regard, and lots of players complain. Where is that refinery? So Gino going France here. Hey, Polly. Jaxie, he's falling for the dog trick. When you put the dog on the ramp, mine is going nuts. Really? So, one of the nice things about So vs. Allied is that V3s actually work against cannons. They outrange them. But you never see players go V3. Well, very rarely. Often you'll see them go Iron Curtain, if they can. But that's on bigger maps. I wonder if on a smaller map, actually a V3 could work here. V3s could seriously work. I'm gonna get rid of my camera. Vladimir, hey man, how you doing? Lab. Quite exposed position. I put it at the back, but Zedd wants to build down here. He knew he'd lose the oil, so he wants to try and get down here, probably a power plant, and then a cannon maybe. I think Zedd's falling into the trap though of basically sitting, and he's not really getting very much. His eco is only 5 miners, which an RA2 is not very much. Of the cannon, you'll start with V3s. True, but on a map like this, you can use V3 sitting there to take out a lab at their axe. You can also just walk forwards, destroying buildings as you go. Because the map's so small, V3s I think are actually quite effective. Mirage is coming down. Not going to do very much. Yeah, Kirov. Kirov's the other way to do it. I forgot Kirov's. Yeah, I think Kirov's is the favored way. And Zedd's got a problem because these distances are short and he's only got 1 more for production. Gino should have gone for it. That would have gone down. But maybe he wasn't in a position to dive in. Wait, I've got the colors mixed up. Christ. Red is Gino. Blue is Zedd. Well, dip me in honey and call me Samantha. Sorry, I've got this right. Ignore all the names I said. What I said still stands. I think Gino's in trouble. Zedd should win this. How much in-game time does it take to make 1 APOC? No idea. He could have gone for it before the army formed up. Probably. Fucked up. Yeah, I think he's let. I think it's slipping from his fingers. Like now he's going in. Like no. You ran away from the cannon when your tanks were here, and there were, you know, the army had only. Gino's army was only just coming up. You can't push in now. Where is the Where is the IC? Does take out the power, which is nice. And now you get on that cliff. You sit here. He can't push up if you sit there. Now he can push up and he can rebuild. You've got no power projection back here. You just opened up the entire left side of the map to him. IC gonna go down. You could just rush in. There's an argument to say rush in. Where's the Deso bomb? 1 Deso bomb and you rush in. He's also stopped all of his miners. He can just die. Yeah, but Gino's got cash. He can. Zedd still takes this if he goes like now with a Deso bomb or 2. Maybe stick 2 Desos in each and rush them both forwards. But Zedd's like, what's Zedd waiting for? IC will come up and that chrono will be ready again. What are you waiting for? There should be desos there and there deployed. Basically everywhere except in covering that war factory.
Kirov reporting.
There's the second most passive player next to Sander. That's, in terms of the players that we know and think of, yeah, that's kind of true. Very cautious and conservative player, as somebody once said. There's now 245 for the Desert Bomb to really work on, I think. Still only one more factory for Gino, and I think that's probably the key. If you... There it is. Like, you're doomed, mate. Hey, Chris, how you doing, man? It's just slow. Deploy. About to lose your MCV. Like, Zedd has achieved nothing in the last 3 minutes. He's just sat there and he's tried to build an IC and he's lost it twice to exactly the same tactic. That's what's sad here. Like, you try, like, what were you expecting to happen? And this is the worst place to attack, I think. He doesn't have the maneuvering room. If he can get the wall, like, why didn't you deploy them where they were? Like, players move them desos way too close to mirages. They get greedy. They're like, oh, I want to irradiate 3 lines of mirages. No, you irradiate the front line and force them back, because otherwise your desos just die. This is close, but not close enough.
Player defeated.
4-1. Match point. Don't understand, why do allied players become so slow when they play safe? I would just sit in base and win eventually. No, she wouldn't. It's not how it works. That chrono would have destroyed your IC every time. And if you destroy the lab, then the time to build the lab plus time to build the IC and the time for the IC to count down is more than 6 minutes in game. Cannon was wrong target. Yeah. Yeah, I think he had an opportunity around the 7-minute mark to hit the front. And I mean, it's easy to say with hindsight, but I think also if you looked at the stage of that game, you know, if you're playing as Zedd, you look at that chrono timer, you think they're coming. Look at my ore patches, I'm running out. Am I getting stronger? Is Gino getting stronger? Who's getting stronger faster? Country swing. This should be interesting. Sander's still here. Yeah, but his keyboard's broken, man. 2023 was the year of the broken mouse for Sander. 2024 is the year of the broken keyboard. Don't worry, it will take him 6 months to buy a new one, and he'll order it online and he'll send it to the wrong address. So he's got another, and then he'll take like another 3 months to get to like buy a new one. So he's got a good like. Is it in QM? Is it not? Somebody confirm? Not in QM.
Player defeated.
Sander, of course. How would he know that I like him if I didn't make fun of him? The more you make fun of somebody, the more it means that you like them and respect them. That's how guys work, isn't it? Country swing. Country roads. Nope. Not. It's called being jealous. Sander versus Zane next week. Oh, that could be spicy. Path more traveled. This is in, right? Is it? Yeah, it is. Cool. Let's go. Why on earth, when you see the red, white, and blue of France, would you pick this goddamn map? Yeah, so Gino going as France here. My Bible papers. Oh yeah, is that I know, I'm sure, like, I'm pretty sure I heard Snoop Dogg in an interview saying that he ran out of papers in a hotel once and used Bible papers. So it must happen in the States, happens here. Is that something that happened that Europeans do? Oh, Sander said no joke, I did that once. Okay. I wasn't sure how much of a faux pas that would be. I'm sure if you try that in Spain, then especially in the south, you get burned as a heretic or something. Yeah, secondary school classic. Yeah, it was. You had the choice between the Bible and the dictionary, and you might need the dictionary for schoolwork, so use the Bible. That was the argument of somebody I knew who explained to me what the hell they were doing. I was like, what are you doing tearing pages out of the Bible? Oh, well, I want to roll myself a cigarette, and it's either this or the dictionary. So Zedd going for early game aggression. This is his only hope here. No AFC out yet. Or bio papers would be Cal. Probably sheep. But yeah. So, ref on both ends. Pretty standard. But Zedd keeping the pressure, trying to apply pressure just to stop Gino building the cannon that's going to come down here. Airdrop at the top. Both players do get an airport. Zedd missed, like, not retargeting after the tanks moved away. Oh, he should have stopped them and then retargeted the one at the back. Could have definitely got two grizzlies though. Now Flak's coming out. Zedd needs to tech. Zedd needs to tech to get Kirov's on an IC. Otherwise he's doomed. Gino gonna eat up the landing strip in the middle. Jams. Gino not with a huge amount back here. Zedd got the got the lab out already. Eco looking pretty good for Zeddo. Only on three harvesters as well. 4, sorry, excuse me. Gino also only on 3. Kirov, he needs more rhinos. He needs a third war. He needs dog fodder. Hey, Zedd, you've got the cash. Please spend it. Now retarget it for the power plant. Should get it. No, not quite. Naval yard. So there's the tactic. Build a dreadnought. Normally try and see it over here. No. Okay. That might have been a mistake by Gino. Can Zedd cat it? Zedd, no balls! No balls! Why didn't he try and catch him? What are you doing? There's the fight, and there's the IC video. Legend IC for sure. IC's 2 of Gino's tanks. Absolute disaster. Target of tanks. He kills a miner, but unfortunately a pretty poor display from Zedd there. It's in the heat of a moment, so you know decision making is tricky, but Dread goes down and Gino now on a roll. Zedd broke, no sustain. Icy still 2 minutes away. Zedd is naval is the true way to go here versus France. Yeah, I said but since Zedd is playing, it's the wrong way to go. Yeah.
Year of reporting.
There was no sort of sustain, unfortunately, I think, from Zedd. He needed a plan to just punch his way through. Too much investment now with the Dread. There was never any consideration for the AA, and when he went down here, his tanks just sat. There was no targeting, so some was shooting the miners, some was shooting the grizzlies. It would focus on the grizzlies and then taking out the cannon, because they're sitting under the cannon, so
player defeated.
Wasn't doing that much damage to his forces. But that was a nice try from Zedd. Gino was always the favorite to win here, and Zedd had the balls to stand up and say, you know, I'll play anybody. So kudos to Zedd. We do see We do see some players saying, no, I'm not going to play a show match versus this guy because he's too difficult for me to beat. Or no, I haven't played in ages. And that's fine. But it's nice. It's refreshing to have players who are like, yeah, I'll play for fun. Doesn't matter if I get beat. I've got nothing to prove. Osama versus Root next. Well, if they want to play right now, they can. Otherwise, otherwise I will grab some food and then come back and stream the rest of try and well, I've still got another 15 missions of CNC1 to do. Trying to get 100% completion on that. So did Zedd and Osama agree / want to play right now? Or not, as the case may be. Nope. People being realistic, Osama won't play me. Yep. Osama just said no. Cool. Well, that's that. End of stream.